Wescot-Williams. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and a good evening. A good evening to my colleagues, a good evening to the Minister and his support staff, a good evening to the entire country and all listening in to this meeting. Minister, through the Chairperson of Parliament, thank you for your presentation. And I want to take you to the last slide of your presentation. And I want to highlight what is written here as challenges and risks for our justice organization and our police in particular. HR, capacity, recruits, vehicles, marked, unmarked, and SWAT, operational materials, communication, portables, ICT, detention capacity and security, storage facility, confiscated goods, forensic doctor. Then we have upcoming, or in fact we are already in the hurricane season, upcoming elections and other events. I want to encompass many of the questions posed by my colleagues, Mr. Chairman, to the Minister, and I put it all together in one simple statement. Unless we address the challenges and the risks as outlined in this presentation by the Minister, we might as well all go home. Because no plan is possible to be executed unless we deal with these matters in front of us. We are asking the impossible of our justice enforcement. We are asking the impossible. And honestly, like I have stated to many of them personally, I tip my hat off to them, each and every one of them. Because that Chief Carl John could sit in front of us here, and I wouldn't say with a smile on his face, but still that kind of reassuring look must take every ounce of reassurance that he has in his body. And Minister, I am here standing tonight. That's what it is. And I bite my tongue to say the things that I, as Member of Parliament, Chairperson of Parliament, a citizen of St.Martin, with a large family around me, I bite my tongue to say the things that I should be saying from this seat. And I bite my tongue because I know that if the things that I should be saying from this stance or seat, St.Martin will throw its hands up in the air. And I can't take responsibility for that. I know exactly why I am the target. But the reason for being a target, I'll not give in to.
I will adjourn the meeting.
There is no way, Mr. Chairman, that I will pull back or pull in or stay in from the upcoming election. There is no way that I would pull in, pull back, or stay away from the upcoming election. No way. No way. So I want the entire justice chain to understand that. The Minister, you issued guidelines for the political material, the usual things that are sent out every campaign. And it needs to be more than that. We cannot in this country today act as if it's business as usual. We cannot act as if the upcoming election on the 19th of August is just another snap election. And I have confidence in this justice chain and our local police officers, and hear how I say it, not others coming in to do the job for them, but our local law officials assisted by others, because they know, our people here on St. Martin, our justice officials, they know what is playing on the ground on St. Martin. They know it. And that's why they need to lead this with all others who might come here to help them. I understand. And from that last slide, we don't have, even if they are able to do the forensics and whatever else is needed, they don't have the material to do it. So until a budget, and Mr. Chairman, through you, I hear the minister that Parliament needs to step up and do what we got to do. But Minister, like we just understood, there is a capital budget there available. It's the government and the minister that needs to bring to Parliament if it is really a budget issue. Is it there and there is no money, or is it not in the budget? Mr. Chairman, to the minister, how often have you not heard in the last day and a half, this isn't St. Martin? This isn't St. Martin. Then what is St. Martin? Who is St. Martin? And if this isn't St. Martin, what are we going to do about ensuring that it is St. Martin? Too long, we have allowed, in the name of democracy, anything to happen, because after all, the freedoms are at stake. But what about the freedoms of every citizen of St. Martin? Where do the freedoms of those end when they touch the freedoms of others? Did you hear MP, now chairperson of Parliament, talk about the police officers up in the hill and hiking, running up, running down? And now today, I, who would do those kind of things with and without others, now I have to think about that. Do I? Do I not? When? How? Just because of the need for power to come into with the next election. And we don't understand that. We don't see that. Or do we? Or do we? In this country, we all have families, extended even beyond what you would think. Some of us ourselves don't know that we are family of the other. That's the fabric of this country. And are we going to sit back and allow it because what? And because of whom? Because they sound good? And because they're more threatening than the other persons? No one, even if I got to do it, I don't care from where, will stop me from participating in August 19th election as long as God gives me breath. English as the first language. One or more of my colleagues refer to it. I want to make it known that there are at least 3 motions here in Parliament, most of them, if not all, unanimously adopted. And we're still waiting. We're still waiting to facilitate our justice officers. In order, we got to change something if we want a different outcome. We got to change something. We got to stop playing that we are on the same level with, for example, other countries in the kingdom, especially the Netherlands. do the people of St.Maarten understand that in our budget, because we want to be on the same level with the others in the Dutch kingdom, or we help pay for the Joint Court of Justice, we help pay for the Attorney General, the Coast Guard. No, we need money to get the things I just listed in order for those with the boots on the ground to be able to defend this country against all threats and everyone. Mr. Chairman, through you, I encourage the minister, and we could have come here with a motion, but unless you can execute it and carry it, Minister, doesn't make sense. It's only to know we came with a motion. But Minister, I encourage you, given what we have today and the reality of St.Maarten, to make that issue of these challenges and risks, to reduce them as much as you can. And if that means something with the budget, why is it taking so long for us to decide what and how we can do with the crime fund? It just isn't right. It just isn't right. It just isn't right to our law officers. It just isn't right to the citizens of this country. If this isn't St.Maarten, when will we get the St.Maarten that is St.Maarten? Mr. Chairman, I thank you.